Jeff is in Canada. Hi, Jeff. Welcome to the Ramsey Show.
Hi, Jeff. Sorry. Hi. Yeah. Hi.
Hi. How can we help?
What's up, man?
So I'm in a pretty bad bind. I screwed up, and now I'm about, give or take, $37,000 in debt, living paycheck to paycheck.
Mm-hmm.
And a good part of my debt is actually my old business, and more specifically, my old employees.
Mm-hmm.
I haven't been sleeping well for a while now, and I want to get out of this. I want to honor them, although I haven't done it for the last few years, but I just want to fix everything. And, yeah.
Wow. You've been hit with a lot. So you've got the, I closed a business and went broke, so I know how that feels. You feel ashamed. On top of that, I didn't pay my bills and went bankrupt, so I felt double ashamed. And on top of that, you've got employees that you love that you owe money to, so you got another dose of shame. So you got a lot hanging on your shoulders, don't you?
Yeah.
Been there, done that.
I decided to fight to not go bankrupt by purpose because I knew
Well, you're going to pay them anyway because they're your friends.
Pardon?
You're going to pay them anyway because they're your friends, even if you went bankrupt, right?
They most of them were my friends until I hit the fan.
Yeah.
Sorry. It's just getting worse and worse. And
what do you make? What do you make now?
Right now, I work remote for $2,400 a month.
Mm-hmm. Well, that sucks.
Take home. So that's with the deductions.
Yeah, that sucks.
I had a second job. I had a second job earlier this winter, but I was laid off, and I can't get a second job. I've been hunting for one, but I don't have a car anymore because part of my debt is also blocking my license from me being able to travel. So I can travel, but I can't. I need a car because I live in a rural area.
So part of the settlement against your debt is that you can't go get work somewhere else. That doesn't make any sense. It's like an old debtor's prison back from the Dark Ages.
In our province, if you owe anything for traffic tickets, and some of those traffic tickets were from our old bus, and my old drivers and me had fines, and the owner of the company gets a fine as well as the driver if there's anything wrong. Even if it's speeding, the owner of the company gets a fine as well.
All right, so listen. Tickets, okay, so you're talking to two guys who in various stages have been right where you are. Okay. And so the question I'm going to ask you on behalf of both of us is, first I'm going to say, it feels like everything is in a dark cloud. Absolutely. You're not crazy. The question I'm going to ask you is this. Do you want to do what it takes to begin scratching and clawing and sprinting your way out of this thing?
I've been trying to. That's why I went for a second job earlier.
No, I got you. But part of saying yes, I want to scratch and claw is saying, okay, the way I was doing it wasn't working. I want to try something else. Would you be willing to do that?
Yeah.
Okay. You've got two issues here. One is, and you have in your mind, they've all turned into one big toxic stew. One of the issues is you got to get these debts paid off. The second is, so it's a math problem. You got a finance issue. And the second thing is you've got so much shame, so much relationship dysfunction, and now you're working from home, so you just sit by yourself all day long and stew. And you faced rejection, and you got laid off, all this stuff. So you got this interpersonal stuff going on, this relationship stuff, right? So these are two separate challenges here. So we got a plan for you to help you with the money. But you're going to have to take what I would consider some pretty radical steps on the human side of this. Would you be willing to do that?
Yeah, and I forgot to say earlier that I've been looking at getting a loan to try and tackle one of the two and just get rid of one of the two main problems. So I was also calling about that, asking if I should get a loan and fight for it.
No, you have an income problem. We have to solve your income problem. You can't borrow your way out of debt. And the bad news is you have $37,000 worth of debt. The great news is it's not $370,000. It's only $37,000. $3,000 a month for a year, and you're free. You're completely free, but you don't make any money. And you've got 1,000 reasons why you have to stay in this poop that you're sitting in. And I'm going to tell you, you probably need to move to another city and get 6 jobs in the city. And that you can't sit in a rural community where there's no jobs and make $2,400 in a dark room and get out of this. Besides that, you need the human interaction. You need the sunlight. Yeah, and you need a new look, a fresh start. And I don't know if you move back to this community someday later, but I want you to go 100 miles away and move into a major city, and I want you to work 7 jobs, 80 hours a week, and I want you to be 100% debt-free by this time next year with $15,000 in the bank. Then you've got some choices.